9 minutes late. Wow. How exciting. They released new DLC for the game. I don't have it. Tragic. I don't have the last 3 DLCs, I don't think. But I still enjoy the game, so I'm going to continue playing it. I haven't yet decided if I'm going to do a full stream or a short one, because I'm not feeling very well still, so we'll find out. The game is really struggling to load up. Like I can't even... Okay, there we go. Okay, I didn't have any unfinished deliveries, so that's fine. You do you game. Oh, it's forcing me to quick travel. Drat. Cedar City, I guess. It's near enough where I wanted to be. Well, I just kind of just take them picture things wherever. Carriages, truck trailers, whatnot. Okay. Anyway. So I'll probably turn down the music a little bit more. I don't know, it's probably fine actually. I realize once I start driving it's gonna get drowned out by the truck noises. Job market, freight. I wonder what the cargo market is actually. What is that? Is your own trailer. Okay. Yeah, well, why not? Minnesota? New Mexico. Oh, that's just the other direction. Do we even have Minnesota? No. Okay, cool. So Cedar City, double check this one yet. Good. Set GPS. Sweet. Time to begin the drive. This game updates pretty frequently, and they often do add new states. I wonder how much longer it's going to take for them to get, like, the entire US, because they have, what, like, 20 states so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, not even close. There's still, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then, you know, like, a lot more. I assume that, like, Maine and New Hampshire and all them are going to be, like, in Vermont are going to be, like, bundled together. Because they're small. There's no way they'd have those individually. You'd have, like, one delivery stop inside of them before you just drive right out. Okay. I still have to wonder when I'll be able to get a new truck, because I do want one. But, like, I need to make sure I have enough money to hire new people. I think I had a plan to upgrade my garage with a bank loan. Pulled out too far. Sorry. Sorry. I think I had a plan to pull out a bank loan for, like, however many grand, and then use that to upgrade the garage and buy a new truck, but I've yet to do it. I'm sure I'll get around to it at some point. I think it's because I owe money still. I don't know how much I owe. I think I paid off a big chunk of it. I think I still owe the big 300,000 or whatever it is. Let me double check. It pays off itself over time. Oh yeah, there you go, 400,000. That's what it was. It pays off itself over time, but very gradually. Which is fine. I mean, as long as it gets paid, right? I didn't mean to turn on diff lock. I meant to turn on cruise control. I'm very tired, so I'm definitely gonna crash a couple times by accident. I don't usually, which is gonna be, like, you know, but it might do. It might happen. You never know. Well, it's a mystery. We'll see. Hey, Patat. How you doing? You're not new. Hello, regardless. What is up? Just finished your stream, so you need to go do some stuff, but you'll be lurking. Cool. What did you stream? I guess you gotta go do some stuff, so you can respond to that some other time. Oh, I just realized that I'm, like, driving in the middle of nowhere. Where am I even going? That's better. It's still pretty far out, but at least we're gonna get there. Ooh. I told you I was gonna crash. My fingers are not, like, working right. I pressed I meant to, like, slow down, but I pressed the accelerate button. Whoops. Griftlands, then Darkest Dungeon. You should try Griftlands, it's so good. What is it? So is Darkest Dungeons. Yeah, I know. I have Darkest Dungeons. I don't have any DLC, but I have the base game. So I might do that one at some point. I do intend to. It's on my list. If you check below my stream, you'll see all the games I intend to play at some point. I think Darkest Dungeon's on there. We'll see. But, yeah. It doesn't fit the vibe, true, but, like, a lot of games that I played don't really fit the relaxing vibe. But I'm okay with that. That's why I have, like, the relaxing days on the weekends. That way I can play, like, relaxing games and also, like, cool, like, exciting games and stuff like that. Or unique ones, whatever. You know, it is what it is. It doesn't fit your vibe either, yeah. Well, as long as it's good. Have I played Slay the Spire? Yes, I have. It's like Slay the Spire with a story. Oh, okay. Interesting. Bypass service. What? Because I'm not carrying anything. You don't want to scan my weight? That's not very fair, is it? I gotta be having all loads of contraband in here. But yeah, I'll have to look at it. I don't remember ever hearing about it. Although maybe I do. The name sounds familiar, but I definitely haven't heard anything about it. Yeah, I'll check it out. I got a million games I want to play, but I'm always happy to add more to that list, because I will run out eventually. Most likely. I'm sleepy. This music's not helping me. The artists changed. I think every month the artists on my playlist change. So I have to like I haven't heard any of this music yet. Well, I mean, I think I have heard some of it, but it's like half the artists on it changed, I guess. Some of them are still the same ones. What happened here? Oh, turning. But it's interesting to hear new music. I just don't know what to expect anymore. It's good though. It's nice and relaxing. Hopefully I don't fall asleep at the wheel. I already crashed twice, so who knows? Second I look away. Every time. Right, as you look away, the light turns. But you stare daggers at that thing. Every time it's gonna stop being green. Or it's gonna stay red until you stop staring and it's gonna turn green. It never ceases. That I have to, like, I had to drive all the way back to where I was to get this job. I think I chose to go all the way back there, but still. If it wouldn't have made me fast travel for whatever reason, I guess because they just added a new state, they would make sure everything was in order, but I wasn't making a delivery, so I don't know why they had me change locations. And I guess I could have taken a package from the city I was at. I think I did, didn't I? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. It's Cedar City, I think, was called. Look at double check to see where I was. Yeah, we're going to Cedar City. It's just that I was here, I think, in Page. Oh no, I was definitely in somewhere else, wasn't I? Maybe. Oh no, I guess I was at this gas station right here instead of in Cedar City for some reason. I don't know why. Whatever. Maybe it's because I haven't been to Cedar City before. I guess that could be it. I wonder if I should turn up the steering sensitivity a bit. It's not slow, but it doesn't quite make the turns at the speed I usually go. I'm not going too fast, I don't think. Not most of the time. Like sometimes I definitely am going too fast, but usually I'm pretty careful about it. Said. I'm sure it's fine. Why is the speed limit dropping so much? What the heck? What changed? Why is it different? Why is it slow? To adjust my microphone, but like missed it. Bumped it instead. I don't get to drive at night enough. It's kind of nice. Like, in game. I don't like it in real life, but in game it's really nice. Why is this turn so sharp? It just feels like asking for trouble. Yeah, my turning is not nearly as high as I should make. I guess I could just change it now. It wouldn't hurt anything. It doesn't need to be that much higher. It just needs to be a little bit higher. Make it too high, it'll cause you to like just flip. It'll cause your trailer to like wiggle too much. What's going on with that truck? Oh, it's a trailer. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I thought this was just like the back end of like their truck, like that back there. I thought this like front bit here was like some sort of futuristic truck design. I was impressed, for what it's worth. Hey Bert, how you doing? It's going alright. I'm tired and sick, but I'm good otherwise. Just relax and playing truck game. Why is it making me take this direction instead of the off-ramp variant? That's weird. Pretty sure this is not the right way. Why did it let me take that way? Whatever. Doing great. Glad to hear it. You're sorry? Don't worry about it. It's not like I'm not looking for condolences. I'm just like saying because I might have to end stream early because of it. I just figure I should give warning. I have crashed twice or 3 times. I've crashed a number of times already because of it. Fingers aren't responding quick enough. A menace to society on the road. I don't think trucks are supposed to go this fast. I think they're meant to like be restricted to like a lot lower speeds than 80 miles an hour. I think I turned off the truck speed limiter so I could go faster, but I don't think you're supposed to. So sorry even if you don't look for it. Well, I appreciate that. 50 miles an hour is way too fast for a truck. Yeah, for sure. Like I know it is, because like I said, they do have like a truck speed limit usually posted next to the signposts, but I didn't see them if they were there. I should probably stop for gas before I pick up the package. Probably not crucial, but it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of a refill before I actually start the long journey that I have to take. I also don't think that semis are allowed to fill up at like domestic gas stations, but I'm not positive on that either. Speed limit for trucks on the Autobahn is 80 kilometers an hour, which is an average around 50 miles an hour. That makes sense. See, that seems like a reasonable speed for a truck to go. Oh, right, whoops. There we go. Pressing the wrong buttons. Like, it's still fast, but like, not... you know, make one mistake and careen off the highway fast. Car wash. Can I get a car wash? I guess the truck's not dirty. I wonder if I can get dirty. I've never actually tried to check. What is UPS doing at 3 a.m.? Or whatever, UDS or whatever it said it was. Seafood fashion outlet. Hot damn. Yeah, seafood fashion. Yeah, mermaids gotta get their style somewhere, right? Exactly like Ariel's bra, yeah. Okay, you can't merge in an intersection. I do need to go. I need to merge into that lane, though. Darn traffic laws. There's never any pedestrians trying to cross, which I kind of find disappointing, but I guess I'm kind of glad too, because that means I'd have to stop randomly. Because I know the AI wouldn't be set up very well, and they would just walk in front of you, even though you're traveling 50 miles an hour. Oh, I thought this was the road I had to turn up. I was like, oh man, that's like that was gonna be like awful. You still have your streak, but you can't prevent me from reading that. Yeah. I thought about that when I was making it. I did think that I had a feeling that some delinquents might redeem my watch streak when they wouldn't supposed to, but I figure it's better this way. Dr. Demuro cars, that's Dr. Muro cars. Oh, cardboard cutout, alright. Just a lot of fun to abuse your redeems. Yeah, I have a lot of them that you can do too. Ooh, that's a long drive. Where is that? Is it on the back? Yes. The answer is yes. It is around the back. It's gonna sound weird, but I'm so used to like backing up with a trailer attached that I automatically reverse the controls for backing up in my head. Because I usually use the trailer to navigate what direction I'm going. Because it just goes the opposite way. It's easier to do it that way. Make sure it doesn't have a problem. Yeah, that's an actual problem truckers have sometimes. Probably, like, I imagine. You'd probably get used to it after a while, but for sure that happens occasionally. Like, backing up in like, a real car is really easy as well. Like, it's... I guess that's not true. I was gonna say, like, when I was learning to drive, I had, like, the easiest time. Like, because I had a proper instructor, and then when I went to go, like, get my license, they made me do another like course or whatever, like an official course, and my official course was like super impressed with my driving because of my old instructor teaching me how to drive. And but they were teaching like 4 different people at a time. It was me and 3 other people, and then the instructor. And my god, one of the people they were teaching just had like no like motor control or something. Like they would press the pedal all the way down and like gun it accidentally, or when they would like turn, they would like really crank it, or they would just not turn anywhere near far enough to like get where they needed to go. It was like a nightmare. Because the instructor used to take us to like back roads to drive, not back roads, but like suburban areas with like a lot of like pedestrians and cars and stuff to teach us like how to be careful and slow. And like I was driving fine, the other person was driving fine, and then there was like 2 other people, and one of them was like, I don't want to drive here because I'm worried. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then the other person's like, I'll drive, and he just like was such a menace on the road. It was like scary to be in the car with him. New mail. How dare you? I'm gonna read this mail while I'm driving. Used trucks for sale. Really? That's a thing? Is that a thing? Oh, interesting. Oh, I see there's permanent wear too. Okay. You have to pay for a total restoration, but they exist. It's kind of cool. Parts wear. Nice. We got any Mack trucks? Ooh, actually, I was gonna do Volvos as a gift. Ooh, that's a good. Look at that truck. It's in great condition too. Left-hand steering. Engine power, 425 horsepower. It's even got a cab. It's not very. It got kind of a bad chassis, but it's probably not terrible. I could probably work with it. I kind of want that, but I don't know. I'll put it off for now. Still boggles your mind. You can get a license without a professional instructor. Yeah, it's not. It's just a thing. Like, yeah, you can just. It's easy, but because I was I don't know how to explain this that makes sense. So the vocational school that I went to, which is also like a college, was like run by the government. So you had to do everything through the government, which means you did have to get like a proper driving instructor to get your license there, and that's where I got my license. Even though I had training before and I knew how to drive, I had to like go through the government like instructor to do it. And like this dude who was so terribly bad at driving, like made like the instructor lose his mind. And like, because this wasn't like a training car, this was a real car, and he didn't have his training brake pedal to like stop the guy driving. He just had to like you had to like just stop him, like by yelling at him, basically. It was just a terrifying existence. Time for bed? Alright, take care, Patat. Sleep well. But like, it was cool. Like, he was a really nice guy, and he was a really good instructor, but this one guy just had no, like, he had like no real control, or he didn't have enough control, no precision, I don't know. So he was just really bad at like not hitting things. You're on a streak, I believe you. Good night. Like my old instructor was really good. One of the first things he did before he like actually taught me how to drive was he made me sit in the driver's seat and like adjust the mirrors and stuff. Fine, whatever. And then he grabbed some cones at the back of his car, and he's like, "I'm gonna walk away from the car. I want you to tell me when you can see the top of the cone." And so I was sitting in the driver's seat. He said, "Don't move from where you're sitting. Just sit completely normally like you would drive." And he grabbed these cones and pulled them away from the car. And as soon as I saw the top of the cone, I like honked the horn so he stopped moving it. And then once he put down 4 cones, front, back, left, right, I got out of the car to see like how big of a difference it made, like how far away the cones were from the car. And like, oh my, hold on a sec. Yeah. So I went to see how far away the cones were from the car, and they were like really far away. And he did this to like demonstrate like your blind spots or whatever. And so like in the front of the car, like it was like, I think it was like 8 feet away or 10 feet away or something like that. On the left, it wasn't that far because that's what the driver's seat is. It's easy to see. But on the right hand side, it was like 15 feet away, and behind me, it was like even further. Like, so I like get out of the car, and I'm like, he's like, you can't see any of this area around your car. So you got to be really careful when you're driving. You got to use your mirrors to see these areas. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, but do you know how tall this cone is? It's the size of a child. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess it is. It is the size of a child. And I was like, yeah. Imagine these cones were children. And I'm like, oh, okay. And the second thing he had me do was he took me to a parking lot. And, this way. He took me to a parking lot and made me drive very slowly with the wheel turned all the way to one side. And he was like, okay, you see how you're doing like little donuts, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay, cool. Now floor it. So we were in this parking lot, and he had me put the pedal to the metal with my wheel turned all the way to one side, and showed me how much of a difference it makes going fast when you're turning. Like, because when you can turn on like a dime when you're going really slow. But if you're going fast, like that turn circle is enormous. And so he really instilled on me how to drive right by like showing me how dangerous it was to like go too fast and where all my blind spots were. It was great. He was a great instructor. But yeah, it's just the thing. It's a really good demonstration. Yeah, the cone one is really good. Way too many people underestimate that. It's just wild that like it's not something that people realize, because I didn't know about it, and because of that like instruction I learned. But there's so many people who just don't understand how their blind spots work, and how like devastating it could be for somebody like on a bike or something. Like nowadays, there's like mirror attachments that like a lot of cars come standard with like a blind spot mirror as well. But I'm hoping this okay. This is not gonna let me detour, so I'm just gonna ignore it. I think this is gonna add like way too much time to my journey, so I'm just gonna ignore their blockade. This is another one of the very minor things that, like, it's a very, very minor thing that irks me about the game. Is like, if I took that detour, I'd be late to my delivery, and I can't afford to be late to my delivery. Because I'm not delivering for, like, money, I'm delivering for experience, and you get a huge chunk of experience loss when you deliver late. Because if I would have not run this blockade, I would have had to go all the way up here, And that would have added like an extra big chunk of time. If that didn't work, because it's potentially, there could be another detour there. If that didn't work, I'd have to go up to here, and that would add like an extra like 5 hours onto the journey or something like ridiculous like that. It's probably not that long, it's probably like 3 hours, but it's enough to be like a problem. And the detour should have a real reason though. You should drive off like in an unfinished bridge or something like that. Yeah, I think there's usually like car crashes. Like I think we should probably come across a crash at some point on this road. I think usually when I run a blockade, is there's usually a crash at some point. But it's certainly not big enough to like close down the entire like highway or freeway. Like I've seen crashes on the freeway. We usually just avoid them. We drive around. We go to the left lane and drive. It's still fine. But I don't know. Depends on the crash, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. If it's like a semi or something. Oh, well, there you go. There's the crash. Well, I guess it's the fire department. Not quite the crash yet, but it's there somewhere, I'm sure. Oh, it's something. Anyhow. It's nice they don't give me a fine for it. They should do, though. I'm happy they don't, but I wouldn't be opposed to it if they did. Lose your license for that. Yeah, for sure, right? Luckily, it's a simulator game. And luckily it's a game, I should say. Not a proper simulator. And I wouldn't run a blockade in real life. Like, I'm not an idiot, but like, in the game it's taking... Look at these guys ran a blockade, probably. I don't know, look at that. I got some company on the road. They saw me do it. They saw the pioneer. Adjust my mouse pad and it made my whole mouse go. It's like character falling asleep at the wheel. I couldn't continue that bit. I tried to make noises just then to like emulate like snoring and like waking up suddenly, but they didn't come out. I think the snore partially came out, but didn't actually make much noise. Salt Lake City, wow. Do I need my headlights on still? I guess it's 6 a.m. Even though it's bright out, I guess I'm still going to keep them on until like 8, because that's when it tends to like let me turn them off without finding me. Oh man, Stephanie made $3,000. Nice. Have them always on. Yeah, but in real life driving, it's usually a pretty safe bet that if it's not raining and it's not dark, you can turn them off. But in this game, if you turn them off before like 8 a.m., you get fined. Okay, that's not an accurate tunnel. You don't have turns through tunnels. What are you doing? Tunnels should be straight through. It's really expensive and not very structurally sound to make them curve. I'm probably not supposed to, because if both of these semis are going slower than I am, it's probably not a good idea to try passing them, because it's probably the speed limit that they're meant to be going. But I don't care about the laws. It's the Wild West out here. And I'm getting mine. When you exit a forest, for example, you might think it's all bright around you, but for someone in the other direction, you might be completely invisible. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess there's obvious exceptions to any rule. Oh, hey, bridge. But, like, there's nothing brighter than the sun. Like, I mean, I guess, like, depending on the situation, but, like, generally speaking, there's nothing brighter than the sun. So, if you're in the sunlight, then you probably don't need your lights on. But, like, for safety precautions and stuff like that, yeah, I mean, surely, like, even when you're pretty confident, like a forest is a pretty big exception, I think. But America doesn't have very many forests. Well, that's not true. They have tons, but like none like well, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't continue that thought because I just contradicted myself immediately. Yeah, see, trucks have a speed limit of 50 here. See, that's what I mean. Like, sometimes they give you a speed limit for trucks, and any other time you're just allowed to go whatever speed you want to go, it seems like. The runaway ramp, I love to see them. They're so cool. It's weird that they never, like, it's like, I'm glad they include them in the game, because you see them on the roads all the time. But, like, I never see them when I play other games. Love to read chat, but this road's a bit treacherous. And because chat's distinctly away from my screen, I'd have to stop looking at the road entirely to look at it. Headlights are not for you to see the road. Their primary use is for others to see you better. Maybe. It can make you so much more visible to have lights on. There's a reason motorcycles are required to have them on permanently. I didn't even know that. Driving and reading text doesn't fit well. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, like, I guess. I mean, I think headlights are primarily to see the road, but having them for others to see you makes perfect sense as well. It can be like a double use. I didn't know about the motorcycle thing. Of course, I don't ride a motorcycle, so that's probably fine. I didn't know that. Power didn't go out. It just My internet did. My internet goes out like every Sunday for some reason. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm back. Yes, yes. I'm here, finally. I wish the internet would go out for like less than 2 minutes. If that makes sense. Because like I have it set so if I'm disconnected for 2 minutes, it'll just rejoin the VOD. It'll like make the VOD back into one VOD or whatever, right? But like whenever my internet goes out, it's always for like 3 or 4 minutes. It's never 2 minutes. It's really annoying, and I have no idea why it does this. Anyway, hello. Poor Potato loses streak again. Maybe, yeah. I guess that does technically count as a different stream, so... Maybe that's why she keeps losing her streak. Not because of Twitch, but because of my internet. Oh god, the ad break. Yeah, maybe I should just run that now, so it just does its thing. Just go do your business, ad break. It's about the time it would run anyway. I wonder why my internet does that. Like it's like almost every Sunday it goes out. Like I've had more disconnects on like American Truck Simulator than any other game. Well, that's not necessarily true, because it's maybe because I play it more than any other game, really. But it's like every Sunday at some point the internet goes out, and half the time it seems to be during stream. I thought maybe it was like the ISP, like checking their, like resetting their connection or something. But I don't know why they would do that at like 1 a.m. on a Sunday. Or I guess Monday, technically. Maybe because it's like their like lowest peak hour or something, but who knows. Yeah, I hope she doesn't lose her streak again. It's kind of a shame that keeps happening. If it is the case, then we'll know why. Restarting the router before the Sunday stream might be an issue with it rebooting when it's running too long. Maybe. We'll see, I guess. Specifically on a Sunday stream, we'll check it out. See what helps. Yeah, alright. It's a good shout. I'll do it. I didn't know that my internet went out for a while. I don't even know what I was talking about at the time either. Something about headlights, I think. But the damn, I have to stop. Okay. There's like this. I completely. I'm just blanking. I don't know what I was talking about. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was about to say. It's something stupid, but like it was like I think it was interesting, and I can't remember. My brain's not working anymore. Why is that? Did I go too far? Yeah, I did. Maybe I'll remember another time. I just don't remember what I was trying to think of. Oh well. I still haven't decided what game I'm gonna play tomorrow. I was thinking Valheim or maybe like Raft, because I'd like to play like a palate cleanser game, quote unquote. And I don't know if palate cleanser is the right word here, but I want to do I want to do BioShock next, I think, for my like exciting games. Now that I finished Remnant, but I need to. Whoa! This is not a yield. This is not a yield. What are you doing? Oh, that's. I thought you were turning. Okay, fine. I thought you were turning in front of me. It's fine. You're good. So I was gonna play BioShock, but I want to play a game before I play BioShock. I was thinking like Raft or Valheim, because those are fairly relaxing in the grand scheme of things, and they're decent like games that don't take a whole lot of time to play. I guess Valheim could, I suppose. I don't know. I haven't really seen how long it takes. But I know Raft doesn't take that long. I played that before. Haven't beaten it, but I played it. And so I was trying to figure out if I should do what I should do for my palate cleansing games. It can be quite long if you actually want to go through all its content. Well, I'd have to see how much I enjoy it, I guess. Because I could just do it like as a one-off, or if I really enjoy it, I could go for like a week. Or if I really enjoy it, I could do the whole thing, I guess. It's in early access, though, isn't it? It doesn't have like a proper like finish to it, I don't think. My character's yawning. Do I even have the the time to take a break on this trip? Oh, yeah, I got 25 hours. I can take a break. I did, you know, that detour that I ran the blockade at. I could have easily just taken the detour and been fine. Okay, let's stop off right here at this one when we pass it. Depends on a lot about how much time you want to invest in building your base. Well, I love base building, provided it's not like super tedious or frustrating, and providing it's like rewarding, I guess. It's still in early access, but it has a lot of content already. Cool. Played through it twice so far. Wow, cool. Must be good. Yeah, I suppose I could just flip a coin right now and decide between Raft and Valheim. Heads will be Raft, I guess. Oh, that coin's messed up. What the hell happened to this? Must have been like dropped on the pavement. It's Tails, so I guess I'm playing Valheim. There you go. Problem solved. I'll have to install it, though. Although I don't imagine it's very big. Well, it could be. If it's early access, it might be unoptimized. It might be an incredibly large file. You monster. Oh. Forgot I had bread there. Meeting time? No! Good luck. Hurry up. I wonder if the light flicking thing works when you flash your headlights to make the light change. I doubt it. It's a really slow road. Fast food? That looks like a coffee cup. 15 miles an hour on this turn. What the heck? Ooh. It's a fun mural. Where am I? I like this park. Could just have like a quick rest at the park. Have a little walk. How's a dog? It looks very evil. demon dog over here. We got a hellhound. You have a park snooze. What happened to you, bud? You alright? That's me? Oh, okay, cool. Alright, well, this packet ain't gonna deliver itself. Time to get up and stop snoozing. It's a weird place to put those signs. It's a nice park, though. I'm surprised they even have parks. What if that's like a famous landmark from this area? Just a big old park in the center of whatever town I'm in. Careful. The park next to the junkyard. Surprised they have parks. Well, parks aren't very common. I mean, they exist, but like, I don't know, you don't see them that often. Whoa, 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 calm down, bud. Trying to cross into the second lane? I mean, like, the town that I live in now has, like, 3 parks in the entire place, and you have to, like, go pretty far between them. Then the town I lived in before this had 1, and it was also, like, a historic monument, but that was it. And then, I don't know, like, like, big cities have a lot of parks, but, like, more because they have to. For like weird, like planning, weird nonsense. I don't know, nonsense. But I don't know. You just don't see parks that often. I need to remember to take a. Oops, that's not the map button. That's the air horn button. The button for air horn is N, by the way, which is very odd. You have horn with H. You have air horn, which is N. I don't know what the difference is, really, except from one is loud and one is not. I don't know what you'd use the air horn for, like, as opposed to, like, the normal horn. Can this white car realize I need to merge here? Small towns there have parks. That's cool. I'm sure that they're like most towns have a park, but I don't know. Like what? I don't know what they're like. What you'd consider a park exists. I don't know. Like does it have to be benches, or does it just have to be like a place where there's like some trees and some grass? America's pretty obsessed with like lawns. Everybody has a lawn. It's kind of like a miniature park. Is there? Oh, whoops, this is where I'm supposed to be. Pretend that I made this turn all the way. This is where I'd meant to be to begin with. Ooh, probably, well, I guess it'd be a huge deal if I decide to park it backwards or not. Trees, yes. Benches, yes. Sometimes play equipment, sometimes drinking fountains, sometimes toilets. Yeah. I don't remember the last time I saw a park that had a toilet, but like a restrooms. There is some like kids parks, I guess. Well, I guess there's one. No, I guess 2. Although I don't know if that's really in my town or like outside my town. I guess there's two kids parks. And I don't remember any of these parks having toilets or drinking fountains. Well, one of them might have a drinking fountain. No, I don't think they do. I don't know, but America's huge and helter-skelter, so like it kind of makes sense that our towns be set up all weird and wonky. I guess Australia's huge too, but your inhabited zone is quite small comparatively. Let me turn. I was just gonna say, this is taking forever. What do you mean red light violation? It's literally a green light. Ah, it's not. No, come on now. They're out to get me. Peterbilt truck dealer discovered. Wow. We do go on a long drive through the less inhabited bits of Australia. We stop at parks for resting because they're a nice place staying out. Yeah, we have like rest stops along the highways. I don't know if they're would be considered parks, but every like 50 to 100 miles there's like a rest stop where they have like a bathroom and a place for, like that you can park to sleep. But I don't think they don't have like restaurants or anything. Sometimes they'll have vending machines, but there's like no benches or anything. Rest stops are different. They're just a bit to pull over the table and a bench. Yeah, okay, I guess there you go then. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a park like on a highway or a freeway. Like driving anywhere, rather. Not specifically on a freeway, but like driving between cities. Trying to think. When I've been to Portland had a lot of parks, like large parks. And they all had restrooms in them. But most of the time the restrooms were locked or closed. I think that's probably the only city I've seen personally that had those sorts of things. I'm sure there's more. Like, I haven't been everywhere in the world, but like, I don't remember seeing any others. Earlier in the stream, I was talking about how I like driving at night, and now I'm just driving at night constantly. Like, no daytime driving allowed. Had to sleep through it. I feel like the character gets sleepy too fast. Because you sleep for 10 hours, but then it feels like you get sleepy every like 8 or something. Whereas like realistically, you'd be up for like 16 or 18 hours before you like had to go to sleep most of the time. But I guess the game makes you awake for 14 hours maybe. It makes you sleep for 10. Per union standards or something, I don't know. Oh, this was a dam. It's not just a bridge. I wonder why they opted to do a curved bridge here. I feel like you could probably make a straight bridge across if you just straighten out the road a bit. Looks like it's about the same elevation. I guess it's a larger gap, but curved bridges are pretty expensive. What other games would I want to play? It's a good time for me to muse about the games I like to play in which order. So I want to get Dishonored out of the way at some point. Dishonored 2, rather. But I want to play a game between BioShock and Dishonored. At least one game, maybe two. I could play Hollow Knight. That's a game I've been looking into. Like, looks really good and looks really fun. I've been really looking forward to playing Cult of the Lamb, but I was going to wait for its new update before I start playing that again. I don't know which order to play them in. So I'm definitely going to play BioShock next as my action-y game. But then what's my next one going to be? It's truly a predicament. I've removed my hand entirely off of my looking mouse because I don't need to look left or right, but maybe I should, just to be safe. Any suggestions that you might want to see on my next game after BioShock that isn't Dishonored 2? For action-y games, which could be like anything that's not a base builder or a tactical game. I don't know. There's a list. It exists. Your watch streak hasn't progressed. I guess that's good news for Todd. Yeah, I guess so. I think it might be just like, it's not necessarily stream streaks. Maybe it's like stream per day or day per stream or something like that. Like, so because I've streamed on the same day is a different... Well, actually, I guess it is a different day, isn't it, technically, from when I started streaming. I don't know. I don't know if you have to stay for a certain amount of time for the watch streak to, like, apply. You have to, like, be in for, like, half an hour before it's like, oh, you've been here long enough. Congratulations. Or is it just, like, immediate? It's only a few minutes? Oh, okay. It's been knocked over a traffic cone. See, that's a rest stop there. Kind of. Like, you can, like, it's like a... You could stop there and, like, rest. You know, it's not a rest stop, but you could stop there and rest. But, like, that feels like a crazy place to stop. There's like, no barriers on that cliff. It's like a scenic area where you can, like, take pictures and stuff. There's a lot lot of those on the mountains when you're like driving around. Ooh, look at this hairpin turn. Oh, there's this new racing game that's going to be coming out. I don't know. I didn't look into it much. I don't like racing games much, but this game specifically, it's like you have a car that I guess you customize to like do different things in like a race battle sort of thing, and you do like tricks and stuff like music, and it looks super rad, and I really want to try it. I think it's called like Resistor or something like that. I mean, that's a different game. Transistor? Capacitor? I don't know, something like that. I don't remember what it's called. Something like that anyhow. But it looks pretty fun. And then maybe I'll play that at some point. Not anytime soon, but at some point. Transistor is a game that's not racing. I think I own Transistor. Receiver, maybe that. What's Receiver? Oh, no, hold on, I don't know. Let me check. Receiver. Do I own Receiver? I think. Let me check if I own Transistor first. I do own Transistor. That's the. I think I played it a little bit. I might have a video on my YouTube channel. It's the one with the talking sword, right? Receiver's not a racing game. Remind me of it. Oh, well. Receiver. Oh, I've never seen this before. It's VR, it looks like. Is it VR? It's not VR. Looks VR. Yeah, Transistor was one of those games I do want to play. I think I played it very briefly, but I don't remember anything about it. I think I played like maybe 45 minutes or something of it. I guess I could just look, actually. I have it on Steam. That's one of those games that like always seemed really interesting, but it had like a vibe to it, right? No, I played it for 9 minutes. Okay, never mind. I have played it, but not very long. But yeah, it looked really cool. And there's another. It's by a different. Like, it's by a dev that made another really cool game. I don't remember what it was. Braid, maybe? Was that it? Yeah, I might try that at some point. Bastion, that was it. It's not. It's fun, quirky. It's not VR. It's a great game that you might enjoy. All right, I'll look into it. Could be a good palate cleanser. It's quite different to basically any other game. Really, any other game? Is it not just a first-person shooter? I didn't look into it, but the screenshots that I saw just looked like it was a first-person shooter. It looked like VR, but I mean, it clearly isn't. I do have an assortment of VR games I could play too, but I don't know how fun those would be to watch. Not to mention I'd have to use the VR mic, which wouldn't be very good fidelity. And you have to listen to me like breathe heavily the whole time, like exercising into the microphone, which I'm not sure I'd love to do. It is, but it isn't. Well, if it's not an FPS, but it is an FPS, how is it going to be? How can't be worse than the squeaky? Probably not, but you definitely hear me hit my face a bunch with the controllers as well. Sounds like a good thing. How dare. Do like VR Phasmophobia or something. Or Payday. Those are both pretty fun. Or like a puzzle game. I was gonna say Beat Saber with like chill hip hop, but I don't think that would go very well together. I feel like it'd be really easy, not very exciting to watch. I'd also have to like make sure I get the right music. It isn't copywritten. Beat Saber's a great workout, though. Problem with watching VR stuff is shaky point of view. Yeah, no, I get that. That's part of the reason I haven't really suggested it much. Because I do think it would be fun, but it does make a lot of people like sick watching it because of like the shakiness. And I'd like to avoid making people sick wherever possible. It's kind of the same reason why I try not to whip my camera around a lot, because in games when I play usually, I'll be like looking at everything like that constantly, looking around, and that makes people sick too, so I choose not to do that. I make an effort not to do that, I should say. Still happens sometimes, but I'll usually try not to. After I finish these turns, sorry. It's a whole turny road full of turns. Watch for rocks. I wonder if there's any rocks that actually fall. Into the middle of the road and I have to like avoid them. Probably not. Doesn't feel like that kind of game. Added a bit of challenge. Intersection. What? Where? Oh, right there. Where are you going to turn on to here from there? Is this turn's ever going to stop so I can look at the chat? I mean, I guess I could try and just risk crashing. It's as much about fighting your own gun as it is fighting the enemies. You gotta do everything manually, like loading the magazine, or drummer, or the revolver, bullet by bullets. Got to load the bullet to the chamber before you're able to shoot it, cocking the revolver and such things. It's quite challenging, but really rewarding once you get the hang of it. Really, that's man, I don't know. It sounds interesting, but also frustrating. Feels like I'd have a really hard time because I don't have a great hand-eye coordination. I mean, I don't know if you could tell from the various games that I played, but like, I feel like I'd have a really hard time with it. But it might be a fun, like you say, palate cleanser, like like an interesting kind of silly, frustrating game. That could pay off to be quite nice. Oh, another fun actiony game that I could use as a palate cleanser would be like Super Hot, I guess. That game's kind of interesting. I don't know if I'd like it, but it looks interesting. For the same reason. It's like it feels like it's gonna be too challenging for me to enjoy, but I might try it. Thought so at first too. Ended up really enjoying it. Oh, okay. I'll give it a shot. If I if I get a chance. You're not very good at games either. It is what it is. You don't need to be good at games to have fun with games. But yeah. I used to love playing like competitive. ATS ETS is American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator. I didn't want to spell it out because it was gonna be really long. It would need a line break. I don't know why I even put those on the list, because that's just a game I play whenever. It's not like a story game. There's a couple of games on there that's just like whatever games. Oh, my hand's on the wheel. I was putting bread in my mouth. You can't make me drive when I'm eating. Come on. I don't have the capacity to function with multitasking. Stopped at a red light, and then took my hands off the keyboard to put bread in my mouth. And as soon as I like got the bread to my face, everybody started driving away. So I panicked and dropped some of the bread, and then had to pick it up, and by the time I got it all cleaned up, I started moving, and then it was red light again. It's not that long either. You played it for about 5 hours according to Steam. Okay, cool. I will say that the list I have is not full. I have a lot more games on my actual list, but I figured that took up enough space, and that was enough games to choose from on that list. I still have like 50 more games that I'm looking at any given time. Which is why I always have a hard time deciding what games to play in what order, because I have so many games that I just haven't played that I want to try. Playtime reckons you have a bit over 1,000. In which game? Oh, 1,000 games. Okay, sorry. Playtime. Misunderstood. But yeah, I mean, like, not games total. I mean, like, games on my list of games I want to play. I still have tons of games that I haven't, like, even looked at and don't even know what they are. From various, like, giveaways or, like, bundle deals. Or something like that I picked up because it was like $5. That's very helpful. Collects the stuff from Steam and Epic and Humble and so on. Okay. Oh, what was that donut ad? I was kind of curious. I passed it before I realized what it was. I own most of the games that I own on Epic I also have owned on Steam for a long time. There are some games on Epic that I didn't own. I like a good one is like Fist. It's like the Metroidvania like game where you play a rabbit, I think, with a fist, with a power fist. I don't know anything about it. It looked interesting. It looked fun. I don't own that on Steam, but I own it on Epic for whatever reason because I gave it away at one point. But. So I have like 150 games on Epic, but I'd say like out of those 150, I own like 130 of them on Steam already. Watched a bit of that on Twitch, looked quite nice. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not a huge fan of Metroidvanias, so they have to be like very good to like wrap me in, or rope me in, to like keep me engrossed. Like platformers and Metroidvanias I find kind of frustrating. So if they're not like very, very good otherwise, I don't know if I'll like them. So that's why I have Hollow Knight on, because I know Hollow Knight's really well received and people love it. And Fist is on there because I've heard it's decent and it looks kind of fun. There's like 2 or 3 other games on there that I think are platformers. Been a few times now you've gone to buy games on Steam and checked and know you already own it. On a different platform, yeah. Which is nice to learn before you purchase it instead, yeah. That's the thing that, like, there's a game called Elite Dangerous that I've played it for years. I don't play it anymore, but I used to play it all the time. And my friend wanted to join me on Elite Dangerous. So I was like, okay, sure. And because but they didn't want to pay for it, they want to buy it. And I was like, all right, yeah, that makes sense. It's only like $15, but whatever. And so they waited for it to go on sale, and it went on sale 1 week on Steam, but on the same week it was being given away for free on Epic. And I tried to tell them about it. No, sorry, I didn't try to tell them about it. I just assumed they got it on Epic for free, but they actually bought it on the Steam sale. And I was like, okay, we'll just play together. And so we played it for like 10 hours or something. And I was like, man, it's real nice that Epic gave that away for free. They're like, what? And I'm like, yeah. And it's like, oh, can I refund this? It's no, it's been too long. He's like, oh, great. So I paid $15 or whatever for this game that I could have gotten on Epic for free. And it's like, yeah. See, I get that. It's a good idea to know what games you have on other platforms, but it was really disappointing because Elite Dangerous is a lot of fun, or at least it was. I haven't played it in a long time, but if you like that kind of game, it's great. It's like same with Star Citizen. Like Star Citizen is just like I say a better Elite Dangerous, but they're different. They're different enough that you can't really compare them too much. But Star Citizen's great too, in its own way, different reasons. A lot more like immersive as Star Citizen is, whereas Elite Dangerous has a lot better arcadey feel. 65. Alright. I have Cube, yeah. It was free on Epic Game in good old games a while ago. Like Portable with cubes. Yes, I have several things called Cube. I don't know if they're different games or if they're all one game with like DLCs or what, but I have several things called Cube. Portal is a game I guess I could probably play on stream at some point too. I guess people like Portal, and I don't think I've played it. I think I've seen it played, but I don't think I've played it. But then I do kind of get frustrated with sort of wonky physics games, but it looks like a cool puzzle game, so I don't know. It may be fine, I don't know. But that's another one I could do, I guess. And Cube maybe too, for that matter. Puzzle games are very similar to platformers for me. Even though I really do like them, I get frustrated easily when if there's a puzzle that I think seems really simple, but then it takes me like a long time to like figure out, I get frustrated. And then it turns out it wasn't that simple at all, and I just like was underestimating it. Played it last week and quite enjoyed it. It's not too difficult for the most part too. Oh, okay. It could be an option. And like it's important, like if it's not long too. If it's a short game that I can do in like one stream, then I can do it as a palate cleanser between other games if I need a break. Quite good at puzzle games. You remember you running through Outer Wilds? Is that? I feel like are you making fun of me? Because Outer Wilds felt like really difficult to me. I feel like I had a really hard time with that. What's up? Outer Wilds is good. I do want to play the DLC at some point, but I need to buy it first. And I have so many other games I want to play too. Got through some parts in about a third of the time as other streamers you watched. Oh, well, yeah, but then you remember that like last sand puzzle that I couldn't figure out at all? Or the the vortex or whatever, the one like corkscrew vortex thing. Sometimes it's like that, yeah. Oh god, like that game was amazing, but holy craps, like I just had such a hard time with that little end of it. The worst part is like that was like right at the end of the game too. Like I struggled so bad at the very end of the game. But yeah, it was a great experience though, regardless. It's a lot of fun. It's a fantastic game. I actually have that, I learned how to play that theme song on my kalimba. I was playing it when I was waiting for the stream to come back up. It's not a hard song to learn, but it's still a nice song. It's quite good. Do you want to take this sharp? Maybe. Where do you want it? That should be okay. Yeah, you almost got mad when I finished the Quantum Tower on Giants Deep in something about 5 minutes or so. She did almost an hour. Really? I don't remember saying anything in chat about it. Did I finish the Quantum Tower that quickly? Oh, I guess I did, yeah. Finding the Quantum Tower took me forever. But, like, doing it didn't take that long, I guess. You were in her Discord with her? Ah, okay. Sorry about this beeping, it'll be over soon. He lied as easily as he breathed. It was not over soon after all. Had to go in for a full another try. Oh, that's definitely in. Come on. There you go. Workhorse. I leveled up. Yay. What do you got for me? More long distance? I guess that could be fun. Just give me extra travel time between jobs, so I don't have to keep picking up random jobs. Just get big payouts. I need to... let's go find the nearest rest stop and sleep and refuel. I don't really need to do either of those things, but I know I'm going to have to partway through the drive if I don't. Oops. Most people you watch need usually at least a full loop for the... Yeah, you gotta play DLC at some point. It's absolutely worth it. Cool, yeah. I do want to play it. I have nothing but like fond memories of that game. Even when I was struggling, I was still having a good time. So I do want to play that DLC. I've heard the DLC is incredibly different, which makes me a little bit nervous, but I still want to try it. That's a Dayton? Brayton? Radden? Rayton. When I was looking up the song for the Traveler's theme or whatever it's called for to play on my kalimba, I also found the like echoes of the Eye or something like that, which is like the theme song to the DLC. And I tried playing it, but I don't know the cadence with which to play it, so I couldn't remember. Because like I wouldn't have known the cadence to the regular song. It's like da 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 da, that thing. Like I wouldn't have known that was the way to play it unless I'd heard it. But then the echoes of the Eye or whatever I haven't heard, but I've written down here. Well, you can't see it clearly, but I've written down on my notepad how to play, like what the notes are to play it. And I'm like looking at it and I'm like, I don't have any like time key or anything on here. So how am I supposed to read this? Anyway, it's just a silly thing because I don't have like a printer, so I can't print out sheet music for my kalimba, so I have to just write it down. And without knowing like the timing of it, I can't, or like having heard it before, I can't do it. There's another song I really like from I was looking for music from Fable because I love Fable. I was trying to figure out music I could play from Fable. But the only music I could find is the music box theme from Fable 2, which is still like good music. It's nice music. It's pleasant, but like it's not the music I was looking for. And I've been trying to learn how to play that, and I couldn't remember what it sounded like or how quickly it like went, how you're meant to play it. I should probably drive into the right parking lot, gas station to refuel. I just saw a gas station, I turned into it immediately, and it's the wrong one. Almost there. Like, trying to find music to play on a kalimba is actually incredibly difficult because it's just like not an instrument that you would play like a regular instrument. You don't have like fingering and stuff like you do with a violin or a guitar or, you know, like a horn instrument or whatever, like a wind instrument. You have just, it's more like a percussion. It's more like a xylophone or a marimba. I'm just gonna park up in here if you don't mind. Just need to. So you have each individual notes, but you don't adjust their tune by, like, you know, adjusting your fingering on them. You do enjoy how I pick up things to show? Well, yeah, I suppose. You like it too every time. Music stream when you reach 150. I don't have enough music to play. I can play like 3 songs, sort of. I have like, what is it? Wait, let me check. I have the Traveler's theme, which is easy. It's just like what is like I have like the Minecraft song, like, which is like what, jeez. I have that. Like, what else do I have? Kiki's Delivery Service. Another Minecraft song. I have the Phasmophobia music box theme. Like, I think that's all the songs I have. Oh, and then I have the Fable music box, which is like incredibly hard to play for whatever reason. I'm not gonna keep playing that. Anyway, it's hard to play. But like, for a music stream, it would be a whole 2 minutes, probably, because that's all the songs I know on kalimba. Sounds quite good. Well, anything sounds good on kalimba. It's just a really pleasant instrument, which is why I got it. It's really nice. It sounds great. And even if you just like play around and play nonsense, it still sounds good. And I used to own a violin, but that isn't gone now. That's gone now. I don't have that anymore for reasons. And I had a harmonica. That's gone now. I have a jaw harp still, but I don't feel like breaking my teeth, so I don't want to play that. And I used to have a acoustic guitar, but again, that one's gone too. Hey now. I'm driving over here. Alright, nobody's gonna let me in. I'm just gonna barge my way in. I'm bigger than they are. Why is this trying to take me that direction? There. You bet you can make it sound bad as you're the anti-position. So the key to making the marimba sound bad is playing two of the same notes next to each other and making it a sour note by, like, combining two notes that don't harmonize together. I say marimba, I meant kalimba. So if you play half steps, they're fine. But if you play, what's the word? If I was to play two notes next to each other, sorry, I had to pause again here. Because it's a thumb piano, right? That's what it's called. If I play like a G and a B at the same time, that sounds fine. But if you play a G and like an F at the same time, or a G and an A, it sounds really gross. That's all fine, but like the second you play like notes that are directly next to each other, they sound awful. So it's pretty easy to make it sound bad if you know what you're doing, but yeah, you know, if you're just fiddling around and not hitting the exact same notes, it sounds a lot better. It just has a really nice sound to it, generally. Like, as an instrument, it sounds great. And it's not complicated to learn how to play it, because there's only, like, a few notes. You don't have to, like, adjust your fingering, like I said. With, like, violins, guitars, like, violins are easy, but, like, easy to play, hard to master sort of thing. Guitars are much harder, because you have to learn chords and things to play them. And chords are a nightmare if you don't have like long fingers. Like my fingers aren't particularly long, so I can't do guitar very well because I just can't move my hand in the positions I need to move them in very well. But my mouse got stuck on something. But the kalimba doesn't require like fingering positions. It just requires you to know what the notes sound like and you can play them, which makes them much easier to work with. And I would recommend it. If you have like an extra, like, I don't know, $40 to buy a kalimba, I'd recommend it. You don't want like a low quality one. No, it's right on red probably. I don't know. I don't need to sit here and wait. But yeah, it's just like a small instrument that I can carry around with me. So I don't mind having it, using it whenever. And it's very relaxing to just play. I wish I knew more songs. That one's urgent, apparently. I'll take that. It's kind of it means I have to go straight there, but pays a good amount for a short trip. Anyway, should I celebrate 150 followers too? Speaking of 150 followers, I've lost like 5 followers in the last week. I knew it would happen because I knew some of them were bots, but I'm really annoyed because I was like, I finally got like, I have a decent amount still, above 100. But like, I was like, I was hesitating to do the 100 follower stream or whatever because I knew some of them were bots, but they didn't get taken out until after I did the stream, and I'm super annoyed about it because I knew that would happen. So I was waiting to have like a surplus so that I could still have 100 followers after the 100 follower stream, because I knew the bots would get removed at some point. You bought an electric guitar years ago and never got much done on it except most easiest things, but you can play loud. Yeah. It's kind of like electric guitar is also an instrument that sounds pretty good just generally. Like it's hard to make it sound like bad. Even if you don't know what you're doing, the actual notes themselves still sound nice. But I've never been good with electric guitar. I much prefer the acoustic because I don't like loud noises generally speaking. So an electric guitar is too loud for me. I guess I could just turn the amp off or unplug it, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense in that case. You wouldn't say anything you made on it sounded good. Well, good and pleasant are different. Like a musical note doesn't need to be like good to be pleasant, right? Like a song can sound nice and be discordant. I can't think of any examples, but you have to trust me. I'm sure it sounded perfectly fine. You gotta remember, you're always your own worst critic, which is a real common saying, but like I can't say it for the life of me because my tongue doesn't work. But people are always harder on themselves than they need to be. I imagine it was probably fine. Don't underestimate your anti-talent. Can you let me merge, please? I need to turn. Come on. I had these blinkers on for a while here. We're all going the same speed. You're not gonna get anywhere faster by rushing in front of me. I wouldn't say that I underestimate your anti-talent, but I do think that people are overly harsh on themselves, especially when it comes to music, because they always have like an idea of what they want their music to sound like. And same with art, I guess. They have an idea what they want their art to look like, so they're like blind to their own progression and how good their work looks. And even works that people could like say are bad can still have elements of something good in them that are like worth like expanding upon. There's an artist I follow who frequently gets like a lot of like, not hate comments, but like criticism about the way they draw their faces. But that's kind of their whole like unique selling style. They draw their faces with their eyes very high up and their like mouths really low down. And even though it looks kind of strange, their art style is like gorgeous. It's super unique and interesting looking. But people always like pop in and be like, you know, if you move the eyes down or move the mouth up, it would look better. And it's like, that's not their style though. Like they're trying to do something unique and different and interesting. They're not trying to make an anatomically correct character, right? And it always kind of irks me when that sort of stuff happens. But like, that's a good example of like somebody taking what they know they're good at and sort of expanding on it to make it more interesting. Because you're not looking at the drawing as a whole, you're looking at the things that are misplaced. You're looking at the eyes, and you're looking at like the mouth position, you're looking at the face, like general like configuration. So it's drawing attention to what they know they're good at. Kind of like telling Picasso that his faces are not anatomically correct. I'm sure that people, well, I don't know about Picasso, but like I know like Van Gogh like had a lot of criticism in his day. I mean, he was also like really mentally unwell, but I know that a lot of people didn't appreciate his art when he was making it, and now he's like one of the most famous painters of all time. Okay, come on, go the speed limit. Go the speed limit, please. But yeah, there's a lot of I imagine there was plenty of criticism for Picasso as well. I imagine there was plenty of criticism for like lots of people for like no particular reason, just because they were like different or their styles weren't like conforming to the norms. Like I think Jackson Pollock is a good example, right? Like splattering paint on a canvas isn't particularly like skill intensive or interesting, but it's unique, right? It's something people hadn't seen before in any sort of capacity. So while it's not like the most challenging or difficult or, you know, skillful like art to make, it's still like beautiful in that it's new and unique or different than you'd seen before, something that is expressive in its own way. Cubism was very different to the general art at the time when it came up as well, yeah. There ought to be a lot of people just like, you know, yeah. I mean, no matter what, people are gonna, like, it's like, to quote a line that's been around for, like, decades now, haters gonna hate, right? Like, people are gonna be upset for no reason, especially at people who are successful. It's mostly jealousy and envy, or like misunderstanding. Tons of people will just don't understand art in the way that it's meant to be like an expression and expect it to be something like pleasant to look at. I don't know. It's crucial to remember that art is an expression and not necessarily something pretty. And you don't have to understand it either. You don't have to understand or appreciate it, but it doesn't have to be to your liking. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer, so that they're internalized, yelling at you from within your head, using your own voice. Ugh. Is that the real quote? Is that the full quote? That's rough. Or is that just like an expansion of the quote? Because it's a good quote. But damn. It's real. Is someone doing a funny tweet? Well, it's real. It's a good tweet then. JCI I-40? What was that? What does JCI mean? I'm getting sleepy. The truck rumblings making me tired. Oh, cows. Wait. I forgot I can just look at them like this. I don't have to drive dangerously. Cows. I don't think you're real, actually, now that I see some of you out closer. Oh wow, you actually are. Well, oh no, you're like 2D sprites. You're not even paused in the pause menu. Well, you know what? I guess that makes sense, you know? Don't waste assets where you're not going to see them. From over here, I wouldn't have known. Another game that I do want to play... Well, I guess not anymore. Well, maybe. I was going to say I want to play Ark Survival Evolved, but then they came out with Survival Ascended, or whatever it's called, or Ark Ascended, or whatever the new one is. And I was thinking I wanted to play it, but, like... I realized that it's like, really poorly optimized, so my computer doesn't like it. And the last time I played it, it was, like, super bad and clunky. Conan Exiles is another game that I really like, but this is kind of the same point, it's kind of the same like issue. Or even though it's really fun and I enjoy it, it's like a bit like wonky. More cows, but those ones are actually closer. Are those also Are those also GIFs? Because they're like sprites rather. Because those ones are close enough to actually see if they're sprites. Yeah, they are. Well, maybe. Yeah, they're sprites. They're higher fidelity, though. It's harder to tell that they're sprites. More cows. I bet they're sprites, too. I wonder if the deer are sprites, because I've seen deer run across the road, and I wonder if they're also sprites, and I just never noticed. I guess next time I see one, I'll have to try pausing the game and see if I can't see them. Going way too fast. Oh, wait, before I forget, what was the name of that game, Bert? The gun one? I need to write that down. Well, I have a straightaway. Receiver, thank you. It is done. I'll also write down cube while I'm here. Doing it straightaway. Oh, well. Going a bit faster than I thought I was. Darn cruise control. Don't text and drive. I wasn't, I was writing. It's different. Well, I guess not. I was writing text, wasn't I? No calligraphy and... I know, I was trying to get something that could rhyme with calligraphy. I should have come up with a rhyming scheme before I said any words. You also shouldn't write letters while driving. Well, there's no laws against it, probably. Actually, there might be. I guess it would just be considered distractions while driving. I imagine there's like a blanket law about that. Do I think text and drive rhymes? No. Well, maybe. If you pronounce it really wrong. No, I literally cannot even like fudge that. Like I was really trying to like find a way to make that sound the same by like mispronouncing it, but you just can't. It's too different. It's like in the Warhammer, like the Grey Knight streams, I can sort of fudge some of the names to sound right, but like sounds similar, but I can't do it at all in this one. With that. But no, I was specifically like, you know, I just thought it'd be funnier to... Yeah, okay, fine. You know what? Fine. I wanted to make a funny joke about a rhyming scheme, about writing letters and driving, and I couldn't think of anything. And now I look like a fool. And I had to crash my truck, too, for it. Why are these signs backwards? Am I going the wrong way? It's a yellow line. It means the road's divided on either side. I don't know why the signs are backwards, but... it's probably okay. I don't know how heavy this is, but it's really making my truck struggle up this hill. Bing, ding, 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 ding. Oh, way station. Where is it? It's directly ahead. Alright, if you're gonna stop, stop. Don't just keep going. Come on. I was going slow so they could get across, but they just decided to stop in front of me instead. It's like walking across the street, or like, well, jaywalking, I guess. It's like jaywalking across the street. Where you'll like adjust your speed to the cars that are passing so you don't get hit, but then the cars slow down for you, so you have to readjust your like movement so that you have to like... It's really annoying. Like, when you're like confidently walking through traffic because they're all going the same speed and they start slowing down to not hit you, but then you have to adjust your speed to not get hit by them. It's a real cat and mouse game of don't get run over by a car while you're jaywalking. It's almost like it's illegal for a reason. But I ain't never seen nobody done for jaywalking, so not that illegal, I guess. It's not illegal over there. Really? Well, I mean, your streets probably don't run, 45 miles an hour down the middle of the city street. I'd imagine your laws are probably more reasonable with speed. Or maybe you just don't have, like, except right next to the traffic lights. Wow. Makes sense. I don't know how populated your roads are, though. I've never been over there. But I know a lot of Europe is, like, designed for walking rather than driving. A lot of countries in Europe. Whereas all of America is designed for driving. I can't see my headlights, but I'm assuming they're on. We only have roads where people regularly drive 130 miles an hour. That's specifically the Autobahn, though, right? That's like that's not in city, is it? Ooh. It's like specifically between, like between them, isn't it? Definitely not in cities. Okay, good. I was scared for a second. I wasn't sure. I was like, I thought it was a highway, but maybe not. I mean, yeah, like we have like, God, because all of our cities are like grids. You get drag racers a lot, like gunning it down long roads in the middle of the night, which I will frequently comment on when I hear one coming by. I'll usually mute the microphone because they're so loud, but. This like my neighborhood's like not great. It's not bad, but it's not good. There's drug addicts and whatever around the place, whatever. But it's usually 30 to 40 miles an hour. Yeah, so that's basically what it is here too. But the road that I'm on is like 15 miles an hour because I live near-ish a school. And it's like 50 miles an hour generally. And when school's out, you can drive faster, but you're still supposed to be like below 30. But people drag race down the school or down the street past the school. Because there's no speed bumps for whatever reason. So they'll be drag racing down the street at like 70 miles an hour and like at like midnight or like 1 a.m. or something. And it's ridiculous. Oh, it's so loud. And they never get in trouble because you can't really police that sort of thing. Because it's a grid. There's so many different streets they could drag race down. They change like every day. 100% be a speed camera there for here. Yeah, well, I wish they put one up, but I guess it is what it is. Because it's not like an intersection or anything. We have speed lights at intersections usually. Same with like the red light cameras to catch when you're going past red lights and stuff. Oh my, what are you doing? What was that about? Just brake checking a semi. What the hell is your problem? But yeah, we do have speed cameras, but they don't just set them up wherever, even places like that. Because we have so many like straight roads next to each other. You have to set up like 15 different like speed cameras on every road. It would just be too inefficient cost-wise, I guess. The complaints are always thrown out immediately. You call them up and you're like, hey, we have this drag racers going down the street like once a week. And they're like, all right, well, deal with it. It's like, oh, okay, thanks. Thanks for your time. I could just throw out a spike strip, you know, for fun. End up in some pretty gruesome crashes, so I probably wouldn't do that, but, you know, it's an option. You have fixed ones on hotspots, and they have no mobile speed cams that can move around. Wow. Quite stealthy. That's kind of cool. There's still enough people speeding. Yeah, people are always going to speed. It's just... I don't know what the mentality is, honestly. Like, I guess it's just exciting. The thought of dying suddenly. Or killing someone crossing the road that you're not expecting. Because, like, when I was, like, learning how to drive, they like hammer into you how important it is to be aware of your surroundings. Because, like, children don't understand how dangerous the road is. Animals very rarely get how dangerous the road is. Like, people opening car doors because they just parked. Like, people sitting in their cars and then suddenly opening their doors. Like, any little thing could happen that could, like, get somebody killed or get something killed. It's super, like, dangerous. And people just, like, gunning down the street at, like, 70, 80 miles an hour. Like, down this residential street where, like, children live. Like, I can't imagine the thought process that you're just okay doing that. I'm not gonna be able to stop. What do you reckon BB stands for? Oh, we're in Roswell. It's Hot-a-Burger. What are you doing? You have the space. You never speed on purpose. Sometimes it happens that you go faster than allowed without noticing, though. The only fines were just a couple of kilometers over. I remember when the last one was. Yeah, I've never gotten a ticket for anything. I think I've talked about this before. The only, like, time I ever did anything speed limit related, I got pulled over once by a cop who gave me a warning because I was driving too slow on, like, a 40-mile-an-hour road. I was driving like 15 or something because I was talking to my partner at the time. And we were just having a conversation. I was just driving leisurely, and I turned onto that road without realizing it was a faster road. And just kept driving really slow. But yeah, I'm like a super cautious driver. I've never like I've gone over the speed limit, but only like a couple like miles an hour more, and then I almost immediately catch it. Cause I'm always checking that speedometer, like a paranoid person. Cause I don't drive cars with like cruise control or anything. Cruise control makes me nervous in real life. In this game it's great, but in real life I get nervous with cruise control on. I feel like I don't have any control over the car when cruise control's up. It's just not worth it for those 3 to 5 minutes you're faster, yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's like speeding a little bit's like not a huge deal, because usually you catch it. You're not like intentionally speeding, clearly, but just I don't know. Just people racing down like residential streets. I kind of understand if it's like a highway or something where you're supposed to go fast and you can just race somebody down the highway. But I guess highways are too busy, so going to a residential area at like 3 a.m. when everybody's asleep or something and racing down that, that makes more sense, I suppose. That's what racetracks are for. Oh yeah, but there's no racetracks here. The closest thing we have is an airport, and that's you're not allowed to drive on that. I don't know. Just a thing, just a gripe, a minor gripe that, well, I guess it's kind of a major gripe, really. It's actually something I'm legitimately upset about, is how dangerous people are being on a regular basis for like giggles, I guess. Oh my god, and you know, like this is only somewhat related, but like I really hate people who have loud cars that are just complete beaters. Like, the most jalopy-ass, like... I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. The most, like, the crappiest jalopies that I've ever seen in my life are the loudest cars, because they put them mufflers on to make them sound like they're, like, good, fast cars. It makes me so mad when, like, I'm hearing, like, this, like, race car outside, and I look out there, and it just looks like rusted door, like, broken window, like, car from, like... Oh my god, a motorcycle just drove by to activate the car alarm across the street. Speaking of loud mufflers, jeez. Oh my god, what a nightmare. Anyway, but like, yeah, I hate when people have like these horribly beat up jalopies and they just put like mufflers on them to make them sound like they're these souped up supercars. It's so frustrating to me. It's like, man, that car sounds fast. And it takes like 30 seconds for it to pass your house because it's going 20 miles an hour with its muffler, like, just blasting. Anyway, I guess people are allowed to customize their cars however they like, but I sure would like it if they weren't so loud. Not actually however they like. Well, yeah, there are rules and regulations. Well, of course, but how many people actually adhere to them, right? I guarantee a lot of these, like, custom cars aren't street legal. They just look street legal. like popping NOS in your car is not legal, but, like, people still do it. Difficult there because police really have an eye on those. Yeah, I don't want to get too deep into that sort of thing, but like the police here are not great at anything. It just America's too big, and there's too many different like laws, and there's not enough people to manage it, and the ones that do just don't care. Also, you have to get your car through inspection every 2 years. Oh wow, that'd be great. We don't have anything like that, as far as I know. I've never done it. Never had to do it. Never heard anybody who had to do it. But that would make perfect sense. Might exist for like businesses, like business cars. Company cars, rather. Not business cars. Sounds like they're wearing like tuxedos. Where is that actually? I just took that parking job and I have no idea where that's located at. Is it all the way on the other side? Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's right there. That's a really rough parking spot. Okay, well, I'll try it. I can always skip it if I can't do it. It's gonna be loud for a bit with the beeping. Oh my god, I can't make this turn. There's no way. Quite strict. They test all the safety relevant things. That makes sense. I have to give up on this parking spot. I say as I literally have no idea how to get out of here. It's always good to talk to an American now and remember how great other countries really are. What are you talking about? America's the greatest country in the world. Is there any way I could ever get this in here? Where is this? Does it want me to face? What direction does it want me to face? There's no way you can get it in there, dude. Have you seen this? There's no way. That's what she said. How dare you? Ow. I hit the curb. almost there. Don't do this. Don't do me like this, please. We're almost there. I almost made it. You give it to you another time? No! Don't do it. It's because the day rolls over. Either that or it's because it's a different stream. One or the other. There's no way they would, like, make me park this here in real life. Come on. You'd be like, hey, just kind of put it somewhere. There's no way you'll fit it where we want you to put it. It's because we decided to build a wall around it for some reason. Different stream, yeah. Well, lucky you with your new second stream streak redeem. Please, I'm so tired of that beeping. Come on, just be done. Oh, thank you. 26 grand. It wasn't worth it. Okay, what do we got? Let's go have a nap over here. I can't have a nap over there. I can have a nap up there, I guess. The refuel there, nap here. Actually, the other way around probably is better. Well, no, that's fine there. Yeah, well, maybe not. I don't know. Nap there. Yeah, nap there, then refuel there. Hydrates. Oh man, where's my I don't even know where my water bottle is. There it is. That was a really annoying park job. But we got it in the end. Just took a bit of doing. Had to go in backwards instead of forwards. Which I suppose makes sense, but it takes a lot longer that way, so I didn't want to do it. Artesia. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna be playing. I'm not ending my stream now. I just wanted to say something. Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Valheim. Then I'll be starting on that. Is there anything that I might need to know about Valheim before I play it? I don't know what that might pertain to. Just anything you might need to you might have an interest in saying before I start it up. Or should I just go straight in and not worry about it? Aw, train. Rad. Because it certainly looks difficult from the amount I've seen. Nothing that comes to mind immediately? Alright, cool. Then I'll just bust it up. Bust it up? That's not what I meant to say. Game it up. I'll something it up. It's Aaron. Just gonna refill while I'm here. Coolio. Oh, I literally just refilled. I don't need to refill again. Detour. What's this? Oh, I thought this was a parking lot. I was like, why am I going in here? It's just a road. remember correctly, it does quite a good job at introducing all the gameplay mechanics at the start. Okay. Alright, I should probably take a job before I just wander around the place. Artesia. Do I want to do this? 10 grand, articulated trailer. Not very much money, but might be alright. This one's going to the same place. Ah, well. We'll go for it. Try it out. Yeah, I've got heavy cargo. We're fine. I'll turn on my beacons even, so people will know that I'm carrying heavy cargo. I'm dangerous. Hotel Artesia. New Mexico loans, the cash you need. Fun and Sand. There's no way that's not the Sun and Fun Motel. It cannot be Fun and Sand. That's a nonsense title. That has to be Fun and Sun, or Sun and Fun. That's the only, like, rhyming scheme that involves sun that would be any good for a hotel. No magic, just science. Chems. We're fine. Oh. Truck tanks filled, driving hours restored. Oh, what is this? Just rocket fuel? What is this? I get it, alright? I understand. It's a big. Why do you give me like 2 extra, like, carriages in the back here? Why do we have a news? Why do we have news? What? A special transport cargo. There are 2 escort vehicles that will lead you. Please be careful and follow their lead. Special transport like this don't stop on red signals and have the right of way in most situations. During these deliveries, checkpoints are made more often to save your current progress. Avoid conflict with escort vehicles and keep the cargo between them. Do not drive out of the estimated route. Obey the speed limitations, which will be ensured by the front escort vehicle. Watch out for the overtaking traffic and other drivers on the road. Change lane maneuvers. The maneuver is started when the rear vehicle... Okay, so they... Alright, so I have to wait for both to move, then I move. Okay. Oh, maybe my truck might not be handled. My truck might not be strong enough to handle this job. I realize now that I've started moving. Ignore that. You didn't see nothing. I'm really bad with articulated trailers. I just don't understand how they work. Probably some hazardous chemicals. It just says huge construction. So, who knows? Could be anything. goods. Cold beverages. A weenie hut. Dang. I'll keep my eyes on the road so I don't crash. Sounds crazy, but you know, might be a good idea. We don't stop for red lights. Keep on keeping on. I'm not turning here, we're turning up there. Why is my mouse having problems today? What's going on? I keep on like, it keeps on like flicking. Ow, keep bumping my mic while I pressurized air canister my mouse. Hopefully that wasn't terribly loud on mic. I didn't actually check. I could have muted, I guess. Yeah, let's see if I hit that cop. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna hit that cop. Look, it's not my fault that you decided to take the sharpest turn in existence, alright? Buy me $2,000 for hitting a cop car. What is this? How am I supposed to do this without, like, hitting things? I don't get it. What was I supposed to have done there? That seems like that was, like, the only... Maybe I needed to pull out further, stop, and then turn. I guess that would make more sense. Then they're gonna hire me again to transport cargo at this stage. You know what? Good on him. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I can't even drive in the center. I have to drive on the side, so I don't hit anything. I don't hit oncoming traffic with the giant crate in the back. I went to look for my rear view mirror right there to see if there was somebody following me. Let's be paying attention to, like, the back vehicle. What a journey. I'm pressing F. Oops. There you go. Look how big this thing is. It's way bigger than my truck. Why did I need this many trailers? I don't understand. I enjoy that oncoming traffic is like barged out of the way by the cops. Hydrate, sure. It's really slow going, I should be alright. I wish I had a steering wheel. With steering wheel, some pedals, and like VR. If I use my, because you can use your VR headset in the game with like a mod, I think, and it works really well. But you can't, like, you still have to use your keyboard or a controller to drive. And if I had, it would be like so nice to have a steering wheel and pedals and stuff, so I could like be properly like immersed, quote unquote, I guess. Driving a truck instead of just driving a truck. I could go drive a truck in real life, or I could play American Truck Simulator in VR. with a pedal and a steering wheel. I guess the benefit of the game is I can stop anytime I want. And then I can go to sleep in my own bed. Whereas real life, I have to drive for, 14 hours and then sleep in my cab. But then I get paid like $2,000 or whatever, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. God, my truck cannot handle this. Can I turn on diff lock? No. I guess I'm not slowing down enough to need it. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Can you go a little bit faster? I don't really have full control of my vehicle right now. I'd like it if you could speed up a bit, so I don't actually ram you. Oh my god, this trip's gonna take forever. Holy crap. If I could actually, go the speed they want me to go, it probably wouldn't take so long, but because my truck is not suited for carrying something this heavy, it's gonna take a long time. But somebody's gotta do it. It's a tough job. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it up this hill. I know, we're going. We're speeding up. I should need to be in gear 3. Go, go, go. Listen to that engine, chug. Okay, we're up. I only had to slow down to 10 miles an hour. Is that a man with an apple head? Who are you? Who are you? Was the person with an apple head. Do they sell apples? Yeah, I was wondering that too. I wasn't gonna say anything because I just assumed it was like a game's texture being reused, but I imagine they sell apple donuts. I made some of those not long ago. They're pretty good. The caramel I made to go along with them was kind of lackluster, but the donuts themselves are quite good. Does sound pretty good. Yeah. I made apple donuts with caramel glaze, which was homemade caramel. It wasn't great. I could have done better. And then I sprinkled some cinnamon sugar over top. It was quite good. But I'm really bad at making homemade caramel. There's like a specific way you're supposed to do it, and I'm terrible at it. Not to mention, since I'm lactose intolerant, I can't use butter. So I have to use margarine, and that changes the flavor a bit as well. You know, I can't use milk, I have to use almond milk, so that kind of changes the flavor as well, and sort of makes it hard. I can't use heavy cream, so I had to use almond milk mixed with, what is it called? What is it? Starch. Like, whatever the starch is called. Cornstarch. So I used cornstarch mixed with almond milk to make a thick sort of milk substance to replace the sweetened condensed milk that you're supposed to use. And it came out fine. It just wasn't as good as it could have been. Lactose-free butter, you probably could. I imagine it wouldn't taste very good, though. Well, I imagine it would taste similar to margarine. Since butter is, you know... The lactose isn't an essential part of butter. Is it not? It's not just milk. It's just churned milk, right? That's what butter is. That's what I thought. This mission sucks. How am I supposed to drive this on this road? This road's way too narrow for this thing. The fat is the important bit. Also, lactose-free milk tastes the same as normal milk. Yeah, maybe. I like almond milk though. I just like almond milk. It's not. I don't use it because I want to use other things. Just like it. They just put in different sugar. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I like margarine and I like almond milk. So I just happened to have those instead of regular milk and butter. But you know, sweetened condensed milk and butter are like requirements when making caramel, and I tried to make it without those. It came out almost right, is the problem. Like, it was super close. I don't know what to change to make it taste more similar, aside from just getting actual milk and actual butter, but it was like almost caramel. Just wasn't quite there. Not to mention my candy thermometer doesn't work anymore, so I couldn't really tell the temperature I needed it at. Why is my mouse doing this? What the hell's happening? The game? Is the game making my mouse do that? Is the cord loose or something? Just for some reason it just keeps on like going up like that. I should clean off the laser pad, or the laser, clean off the laser hole with my microfiber cloth. Maybe it got like, I don't know, dust on it or something. Oh, the air duster didn't work, so maybe it's like something else. I don't know. Maybe I spilled like almond milk all over it, or maybe I got butter on the lens. Who knows? Be anything. Can I just like drive down the center of the road without them hitting the side? Is the cop preventing them from hitting? I might just be able to go on the center. I didn't realize. I didn't realize I could just drive normally. The cop actually pushes them out of the way, so I don't have to worry about hitting them, I hope. Oh, looks like it, yeah. Ram the cop. I don't know if I can speed up enough. Nah, I can't. Not that I have to turn here, too. Speed up. Go. Speed. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this without hitting that island. If I go to here... should be able to slow down and turn. Ideally, it won't hit the island. hit the island. How am I supposed to turn with this thing? That's why I've always hated the articulated trailers. They're always so hard to, like, use and, like, turn with. I just don't know the geometry? That's not the word. Well, maybe it is. I don't know the trigonometry to calculating the turn radius. I guess it's probably just geometry. I went out about as far as I could go without ramming into the oncoming traffic on that turn, and still went over the island. Burgers. Joshua's Bar and Grill. Smart bucks. Am I the only person who does that? I just realized how weird that might be. I just read out the names of business signs that I come across. I do that when I'm driving, really, too. I just will read off the names of businesses. Is that normal? Am I crazy? Yep, I saw it coming before I hit it. I'm gonna get fined so much for carrying this thing. Can I just stop this job? Can I just be done with it, please? I hate this job. This one sucks. I've crashed so many times, and I don't think it's my fault. I just don't know how to carry this thing. Like, earlier in the stream, it was my fault because I was tired, and I'm still tired, but, like, now I'm tired and I'm having a giant trailer I have to drive around. Normalness is inversely proportional to frequency. Indeed, what you said. Is it inversely, or would it just be proportional? Because the more something is done, the more likely it is to be normal, right? If it was inversely, then wouldn't it be the less likely something is done, the more normal it is? The less often it's done? It's not very normal to read out every single sign you see. But it is normal to read out some signs you see. Therefore, I'm not weird. Because people read out the signs, still. And even though I read out more of the signs, I'm still only reading out some of the signs. I'm not weird. No! Just not for this. Fine. Okay. I accept. Camel lines. It doesn't help that I can't really see a lot of the things traveling by because of whatever reason. Because of the way the game renders, like, graphics, I guess. I can't see people driving by me. What their signs say very well. I guess it's a lot harder to track something without using your real eyes. Like, just because I can follow this truck doesn't mean I can read what that says. Because I can't follow it exactly like you can with your eyes. Myru. Darwing. It's kind of like playing I Spy with yourself, you know? When you're in a car alone and you have nothing else to do except listen to music, you can play I Spy by reading out business names, but, like, not really I Spy because there's no puzzle involved. It's more just like you see something, you say something. It's like that. What is that? It's a rocket. This trip would have been over by now if I had a good truck designed for hauling things this big. I brought this upon myself. It warned me 2 times that I might not be good enough to do this package, but I ignored them both. You tell me my starter truck isn't enough to carry this gigantic structure on my back? I'm actually not going to get very much money from this because of the crashes. And I crashed into a cop car early on, which cost me $2,000. This job is $10,000. I also bumped the carriage into a couple of things, and my actual truck is also damaged. So, depending on how much they fine me for damaging the package, I could be like, I could actually make like maybe $2,000, because like it depends on how valuable the package is, I guess. Because like $2,000 for the crunch, and then I imagine I'm gonna get like $3,000 for grinding this against a wall. Something like that. $3,000 fine. Then I have to repair my truck, which is also damaged. It's gonna cost even more. Wonder how much it's gonna be. Almost there. Then I can drop this package. I'll probably end up just ending stream after I finish delivering this, because I'm not feeling well and I'm tired. it's a Sunday stream, so I'm happy to end it a little bit early. I usually try to, but sometimes I get a little bit too engrossed in what I'm doing and just forget, and then just play the entire 4 hours. But who knows? Go have a nap and pretend it's in a park in the sun. Oh God, I would love that. Maybe I'll turn on my like top light. Oh my God, I bumped it. I'll turn on the top light and like just have the bright light shining in my face. I'll grab my like sun hat and put it over top, then grab my heater and put it on top of me. Really emulate sunburn. It'd be great. Fall asleep in my heater with my bright light. Actually, you know, I was saying that as a joke. I might actually do that. That sounds kind of nice, kind of weird, but kind of fun. Like, it's a really silly idea, but I kind of like it. You do not want me to get in there, do you? You do not want me to drive it in there, do you? There's no way it's gonna get it. Where am I supposed? What? How? Where? What? How am I supposed to get it over there? As long as the heater's set up in a safe place when you're asleep. I actually don't leave my heater on when I sleep. But yeah. I guess I have a timer. I could put it on like an hour-long timer or something. I don't even know if I'd be able to sleep. I keep, like, having issues, like nightmares, as always. But it might be okay. No, it's gonna hit the bollards. Ah. I want this to go away. Please, I'm tired of it. I hate this stupid thing. I don't even care if I lose money on this trip. I don't want it anymore. Oh, there's no way that doesn't fizz. Come on. You can't do this to me. Okay, I'm skipping parking. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, excellent. Yay, excellent. Wow. Oh, they didn't even fine me for ramming it into things? Great. It was not worth $10,000, I'll tell you that. That was a nightmare. I hated that. Now, let me go find a sleeping spot and a gas spot right there. Maybe the next time I'll play, I'll be able to get the a new truck. I've been like putting off getting a new truck for a while because I need to make sure I have enough money to afford an upgrade to my garage and a new employee to go with it. But it'll be kind of nice to have a new truck to drive around instead of this one. And now that I know that they have, like, used truck dealers, I'll be able to get it for a decent price. Be kind of cool. What is my garage looking like anyway? Did I upgrade it yet or no? I don't remember. No. It is still a size 3 garage. How are my workers doing? 4.2 driver rating, 4.2, 5.0. Alright, cool. Nice. How much does the upgrade cost? 100 grand, right? I could just do that now to get it out of the way. There. Now we can get 5 employees and 5 trucks. It's gonna give me a cutscene, I think. Oh no, it didn't crash. Okay, good. I don't know why. It's giving me a cutscene and it's gonna take me back to my house, I think. Or my garage location in, like, California or wherever I put it. Oh no, we put it in Nevada, didn't we? I think I put it in Vegas. No, maybe I put it in Reno. This is my new garage. Wow. Looks kind of like a fire station. Truck headquarters. Why does it have 6 slots? I'm only allowed to have 5 trucks. Why does it have 6 slots? No truck assigned. Yeah, so I can buy a new truck from the used truck dealer. What do you got for me? The Volvo. It's not bad. Not bad. I don't really know what these are or how good they are, but it's not bad. That one's like brand new. Why is this one? What? Oh, what? Can I see any? I want to know what the trucks are. I don't have any Volvo trucks actually. Darn. I could just buy a new truck. I don't know how good any of these trucks are, honestly. Because if they're used, then they're probably not like the best. But like, it'd probably be better than what I have because I have like the most default truck of all time. Time for you to sort out food. Yeah, no worries. I'm about to head off anyway. So take care. Good luck with your food. Hopefully it's tasty. Just trying to decide what truck I might want to buy. Good night. This one has a lot of mileage, but it's also cheaper than this one. This one has a higher number, though. This is a Volvo VNL 740. This is a VNL 730. I don't know if that makes a difference. This has a higher RPMs for the engine torque and better horsepower. So it's probably better? The mileage is higher, but like, I don't really care about that. Like, I might just take this truck because it's big and nice. So I'm gonna go to the bank. And take out a $100,000 loan. And then go back to the truck dealer. Use trucks, Volvo, and buy this one. I'm gonna put that over here in Reno. And I'm gonna be the one to drive it. Thank you. Now if you'll excuse me, game. I want to be that truck driver. No, I don't want to hire a driver. Come on now. That truck belongs to me. This one. What is the status? Why is it all, like... Oh, is it not delivered yet? Where is it? I want to be that one. Now! I don't actually know how to change trucks. I've never done it like this before. Drive it. Oh, there you go. My truck now. I should have compared it to my truck, actually. I didn't check to see if it was any better or worse than my truck. Ooh, new cabin. Ooh, a cab. Nice. I meant to compare them before I did that. Oh, International 9900. How good are you? Can I actually look at your stats? No. What does the total restore of a truck cost? Service, okay, whatever. How do I check my trucks? I just want to see what its stats are. Oh, there you go, there you go. So this is 500 horsepower, 1850 lift, 450 horsepower, 1650 lift. It's probably okay. I mean, like, it's better for sure. Fuel tank 220, fuel tank 200. Yeah, it seems good. I don't know. Maybe I'll take it out to drive to the dealership and make it a bit better. Upgrade it, rather, at the Peterbilt. And then I'll head off. I need to color it red too. I can't just have a white truck in my garage. Oh, I have a GPS now. Awesome. Get out of here. I can use that. Finally. Ooh, it drives really different. I also don't know the speed limit here. Oh, 30, I guess. Okay. There's a way to change the that display in the middle, but I don't know how to do it. I know there's a car there in my blind spot. I just don't know where. There it is. That's a good example of a blind spot. There was an entire pickup truck in that blind spot that I couldn't see past. And it was only like 20 feet away. It's a teensy tiny pickup truck, yeah, exactly. Just the smallest itty bitty pickup truck. Just about 4 tons, or like 2 tons, you know, like 4,000 pounds. Just tiny. Yeah, it's wild how big blind spots can be. Going too fast. The horsepower increase makes it so they accelerate way faster. Oh, headlight usage of fans, come on. I don't even know what time it is. I can't even see the clock. Where's my clock at? 7:03. So you have to turn on your lights at 7. That's a truck dealer. I don't want the dealer. I want the service. Okay. How do you do a total restoration? How much does that cost? 200 grand. Wowee. All right, never mind then. That's gonna take a lot of money to replace all. It's also wear, right? There's no damage, but there's a lot of wear. So what replaces this? That's his repair. Okay, so I should probably repair the chassis and the transmission. I guess that's the engine. That seems like the most important thing. That's going to cost a lot. That's going to cost most of what it is. Yeah, sure. Just replace all the things. Why does a full restoration cost so much, I wonder? What changes? Complete assembly and restoration of all worn components poses a greater challenge than constructing an entirely new vehicle. Weird. Alright. There you go. I guess that last 4% is from the condition overall. That didn't cost that much. It said it was gonna cost like 50 grand or something. It didn't take that much. Truck configuration. I got the cab. I can't upgrade to a better one of these yet. I guess it has a long one by default. I suppose it's because it has the cab. No. Engine. Okay, but this is the one we got. It's 500 horsepower. If we exchange up to the 550, how much is that going to cost us? 29 grand. I have 62. I could do that. But transmission. Transmission's pretty bad. How much speeds? 13 speeds? 18 speed would be better for heavy cargo. Oh, it's actually worse for heavy cargo. Oh, no, it's not. I could get this. Hills Traverse will be great. That'd be total 38 grand. Is that my total order or just this thing? That's my total order, okay. Well, I've got 62, so I may as well just upgrade to max parts. Ooh, I got the elite interior. Look at that. That's apparently this is just the elite version. Okay, this is the blue or the brown. I prefer the brown, I guess. Wowie. Yeah, fancy. Autumn red. That's an okay color, but I want... Ooh. Like Aurora. Old styley. Sunsets. Colada. Retropolis. America. Tropicana. Ooh. Serenity. Horizon. Color fusion. Insight. Divided. Union. Pearl red. That's the color I want right there. Oh, maybe. Can I get, like, the translucent red? Whatever it is. The pearlescent red? Is there pearlescent in here? Nah, I can't see it. If it exists, I don't see it. Alright, we'll go for the pirate pearl red. Yeah. And I want my fancy roof lights, please. Give me some lumens. Which kinds do I want? Those ones kind of fun. What you got? Oh, there's little flaps that do something, I'm sure. I imagine they exist for a reason. Door handle. Steps. Ooh. Fancy. Do I like the studs? Nah, I don't like the studs. I'll take this one. Just spend all my money on this. We got a bull bar. Oh, chrome grill. Dang. Nah, I kind of like the classic too, actually. Oversized load I can put in there. The bull bar, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay, what about the interior cabin? Give me the interior. Let me look inside. Let me look in the side. What you got here? Dashboard accessories. Oh, it's a mirror. It's a side mirror. Deflector. Oh, I see. It's the deflector in the front. I don't really care about that much. No barbecue option. Nah. Right not. I could install a mod that lets me put in more accessories, I guess. Chainsaw toy. Nothing. I feel like that'll be too distracting. I like it, but it's too distracting. I would easily like have a hard time. Cabinet. The Chabo. A metal barrel you could borrow? Or buy? No, afraid not. Anything I could put here? I guess not. Cool. Alright. Oh, I could change the wheel. Nice. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. Skulls. Ooh, that's American right there. That's what I'm talking about. Let me get some of them gun wheels. Ooh. It's really silly, but I'm going with this. I'm going with the gun wheel. There's American Truck Simulator. We're using the gun wheel. Hot damn. Let's go. Actually, I need to actually go. I need to end my stream. It'd be like playing roulette. Like, depending on when I get into a car crash, who gets shot. Okay. Alright. Thanks for hanging out. I'm out of here. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I'll be playing probably Valheim, I guess, because that seems like a fun choice. And I flipped the coin, and that's what it came up. But yeah, take care. Have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. See ya. Passing out over here.